Yeah, I didn't buy it. I'm sure. No,
Did you start?
Frank doesn't like me smoking.
Did you start already?
Yeah, I just started.
Is that what he said?
Like, why don't you do like a timer or something? Like, it's nicer that way. Like, it gives me that punch.
No, the thing is, when you just go into it, you like relaxed. You don't think about it.
I like it like that. Okay, but it's fine.
You're
Do
gonna
your
think
own
about
thing,
it.
guys.
He said he doesn't like me smoking, drinking.
Drinking?
I once got a, like, me and
Like
he were
drunk or-
drinking.
You were drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Nah, that wasn't
I
crazy.
think I don't say it.
And he was like, oh, so I know what you want. And I was like, no, it's not that. It's not that. I just want you. Yeah.
I'm not a man. You know what you want.
But anyway.
And I'm going to tell you with
Yeah. No, let's not do that. Let's start. Hi, guys.
I was cool, yo. Welcome, good people. Welcome back to another episode of YSP, you know. And we have a special person here with us, another member of the family. And yeah, I'm your host, SK Maphuma, and I am here with...
Hi, guys. I'm your co-host, Maphuma.
And our lovely guest, darling. Our lovely guest, man. You know, we have Velo, which
I'm
is
so
a
excited for this episode.
How you guys feeling, man?
I'm good, but let's ask our guest. How you doing?
I'm very nervous, but calm. And
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. But yeah, I mean,
That's why it's
my first time being on or being interviewed rather. So
That's why it's
I'm usually like,
That's fair.
I get
No,
but yeah, I'm usually the one who's interviewing like people and stuff. Okay, not really interviewing per se,
You're
but
not
like
used to being in this.
yeah, like
Okay.
yeah. I'm usually the one asking people questions. How are you doing? How's everything, darling? And yeah.
Now let's get into it.
Hey man,
So-
I'm good. Wait, so you're speaking away or something? I'm good, guys.
So,
So
I forgot. Let's show me. Okay.
Oh, friend, I'm so good. I'm
Yeah.
tired.
How's the
Life
week
is so
treating you?
good. I've been so happy these past few days.
Mm.
But like, I always feel like something is missing. You know what I mean?
Oh, him.
No, something is missing. Not a person.
Guys, something is missing. Key. Something is missing.
But anyways, how are you? How's
No, I'm good.
life?
I'm good. I've been treating me good, man. You know, all smiles, Jimmy.
Why?
Oh, I'm pressing Jimmy. Is it wrong to be here if we can?
It's not wrong.
It's not
What's
wrong
keeping
to
you
be
happy?
here. Let's just say, life is good, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah, life is
Okay.
let's just say love is good. Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah, but
That's good.
yeah, even though there's sometimes a few cracks there and there, but then
As
love is good.
expected.
Love is good.
That's great.
Let's
So,
see.
Jamlet.
Oh, Sarah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
happy
judge.
for you. As a judge, it's good to see our boy in love. You know what I mean?
I didn't judge.
So yeah, let's
People
get
judge,
into
Joe.
it, guys.
Especially
Don't mind him.
y'all who don't like, how can I put it, like, you know, the relationship with Charles. And I feel like it's girls mostly who judge.
You liking one of us. We're not judging.
Oh no, I'm loving her, Shane. Temper me, you know. Temper me, you know.
Man, should I take a teen and was single?
Oh.
Oh,
Yes,
bro,
see.
you're lonely.
What is lonely?
None no, come for
Single,
me.
let not know. Okay, no.
None no,
Just the
come for you. None come for you, no.
But will she answer your call?
Yeah, she will.
No, she won't.
She will, Joe. Unless if she's pissed at me.
I have
Let's get
airtime.
into it.
Nah, unless if she's pissed at me. Right now, I'm in the doghouse.
Let's get into it, guys.
Yeah. What's your first try?
I don't have much. I was thinking you would lead us into a friend.
Maphuma! Let's go to the Scott Maphuma way.
Oh, shame, man.
Shemu.
What do you guys think?
Okay, now me, as his fan, personally, as his fan, number one, he should have not posted that statement on IG. I don't know if it was on IG or on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter, yes.
It was on Twitter.
The apology one. Which one?
The one was saying he can't be a normal human being in South Africa.
Oh, it was on TikTok, I think.
It was on TikTok.
Where he said people think he owes them like people are entitled basically. I don't know verbatim, so don't quote me. I just like he was saying people think he's not human, he can't live a normal life because that statement.
Yeah, but wasn't it like post on Instagram and then
sticking to
on
it?
TikTok
I think
like
so.
as a video?
No, but I'm just saying, he should have not posted that personally, because that was the start of the big fire. He should have just like kept it to himself, you know.
I think it's just like something is like inside thoughts that just came out loud. You know, he should have just stayed with the thoughts.
Controversial opinion here.
Why?
I think he's human.
He has the right.
At the end of the day, he has the right to express himself. I feel like there's a very thin line between people being in the public's eye and wanting to please their fans and stuff like that, and also being human. If I walk at a mall, Gosana, let's say let's say I'm a celebrity. I walk at a mall, let's say maybe in Shonel, okay, somebody passed away. English, yes. Someone, touch wood, someone passed away at home, and I'm in pain. I'm a celebrity. I walk out at a mall in public or whatever. They ask for a photo. They want umvelo, not that they see on TV or wherever. On TV or wherever, you know. So I feel like that they want umvelo they see on TV. They don't want umvelo, the one who's wounded. They don't care what I'm going through.
But don't you think you're looking at one side?
It's what?
Don't you think you're looking at it one side? Because I mean, as much as yes, you're going through it, né? But then the world shows you good. You know what? As much as you can go through what you go through, there's still people who appreciate what you.
I'm a fans. That's where fans come in. Your people, Gosana. They are your people. If you make your fans understand what you are going through, Scott Maphuma has every right to express his feelings to his fans. Don't you think so? Make them understand what he's going through.
No, I don't think, like you're saying, there's a thin line between pleasing your fans
and also
being human.
Hey,
it's the way in which he said it.
Yeah,
like,
the way he came with it.
The articulation could have been different.
Also remember,
yes,
like,
but the fact remains, but kule message that he's saying, he's expressing what we should take in as fans is the message. Yes, the articulation
is wrong.
It's wrong.
But then if that's the case, then people should have every right to react in whatever way they want to react to.
Because
that's
he's
the
also
they do.
So it's important.
I don't know. Personally, I don't listen to like
Maphuma like that.
No, not Maphuma. I don't listen to Maphuma like that. I'm not like well.
Yes,
I don't know about this Maphuma guy.
No, me.
You listen to his music and
you see me.
That's all.
Me, honestly,
So umuntu ongakaze umbone umthinta umbuze nokuthi unjani elifini.
My final say on this matter, you guys will debate it out because you clearly have more information about it. I think he's human. He had every right to express how he felt. He could have done it like in a better way, because there is a way to talk to people who get you to where you are. Because remember, the people he was addressing are people who help him put food on the table. They come to his concerts, his shows, whatever. They stream his music. He makes money off of people's support. So when you shit where you eat, it's like,
bro. I get that point. I get that point.
Sitting on my plate.
But you still want to go back and eat.
But you still want to go back and eat, but then you sit on my plate.
But
I don't know how it's called. So
I think, but it's very big of him to come back and like apologize and be like, okay guys, I can see like I've wronged you guys. You know, I'm gonna learn. Because it seemed, I don't want to say ingenuine, but it just seemed like he was backed into a corner to apologize. But if he genuinely was apologizing from a place of being sincere, then big ups to him.
It also comes down
Big
to
ups
branding
him.
as well. I mean, influence is what do you call this? Yes, influence is very influential. The influence that comes from your friends and stuff like that, it all comes down to branding. The reason why he apologized that way as well, it also comes down to his branding. He wants to get those gigs again and still make up for
because it doesn't only
whatever.
affect
Yes,
him.
and then now he needs to put on a show.
Nah, he must make a song for us.
Because he has the balls to do it. He has the music.
Yeah, he does.
So
it's good. It's good.
So when he gets those gigs now, it has to be a matter of like he needs to be present and there and give it his best. So that even if no now itself as if you're still dancing there and you're like you know. So yeah. But my point
That
remains.
sucks, 'cause
I'm not dismissing what you're saying, Ben. I can hear you.
But
He
has every right.
He's human. Each and every celebrity is a human being.
But now it feels like his whole career is going to be based off of him walking on eggshells because of this mistake.
Exactly.
But it's gonna pass, bro. Few months, a month down the line, bro, this thing's gonna pass over like.
Exactly, that's why I'm like, if he gets these gigs and then he puts on a picture, show,
it's gonna pass.
A proper lineup.
As long as like
Mm,
I bump into crutch when people want to.
He can't afford to.
Yeah,
have
I'm
a
a bump
grudge.
into crutch. I'm not doing a case,
He can't afford to.
Casper is grudging on Saul, you know, advising him. I think of Yolis some bees at you. You guys don't know that. You guys don't know that.
No.
You mean Saul and Casper?
Casper, yeah.
What, they beefy?
No, but beef.
But it's true.
No, when it's true. But
But
then there was a video where Saul was trying to keep Casper. We'll play it now. There's a video where Saul was trying to keep Casper.
Greet Casper.
Sorry, no, Yolis. Greet Casper. And like I'm trying to bomb, like just ignoring him, you know.
Was it on purpose? Because you know sometimes things are taken out of context.
No, that was on purpose. Like our phone saying that he'll be dragged into shit. You know?
Hey, if he did that to protect his brand, then I'm for it.
It's like great.
But that's Saul, Joe.
Penduga.
Yeah, what's wrong with Saul?
Come on, dude.
What's wrong with Saul?
What happens behind the scenes? I mean, he picked up someone the other time and and that person got offended.
And I don't know why, really.
I don't know. Like, I feel like also, Moto Sharp. We cannot take that away from him. And we cannot crucify him for being a good person and being bubbling and open. Lalela. So Penduga, darling.
Pendula.
You're allowed to decline your what do you call this? Your bubbliness, like your wanting to like you as a person.
Yeah,
you know,
but
regardless of how other people perceive you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like Casper didn't do anything wrong in my
Nah, you're a Casper fan. That's why you're saying that, bro. That's why you
get overwhelmed by like people who have like
not
that
even
aura.
Like also, what if it's a matter of protecting his brand? Like, you know, sometimes people don't want to associate themselves with the people from Podcast and Chill. I'm sorry, because of the no, we think that's what I'm saying. We think how
Allegedly.
because of like the alleged reputation that the podcast itself has, you know, it's not really a allegedly, welcoming space for celebrities. You know what I mean?
You know, McGee's being sued actually.
Is it?
He's been what?
He's being sued.
Oh!
The
whole him being called to Parliament for
I don't know.
Discussing mini Tlaminis. Is it mini Tlamini?
Mini Tlamini? I know that there's something happening like
private parts. I'm not sure if it's the private
part situation.
Yeah, that
what happened?
I don't know. It's
I was
apparent
wrong,
that he says she's not well on there.
Well, it's in like pH balance maybe.
No, I'm not sure. Minnie just, I think, broke. I mean, they got a divorce, I think.
Not a divorce. She, like, ended a relationship, or her relationship basically came to an end with a particular someone.
So, Mac said, Goitse, nah, though, I think it's because of, can I say?
Yeah, you should just quote him.
Yeah, I think it's because of his pussy smells. So now it became a thing of how like you could have said something else than rather talking about, you know? That, you know, it seems like he's even making a mockery on girls.
It's such a misogynistic approach to it. I feel like when you reduce
a woman's value,
what something that brings life to earth, when you reduce that, I mean, child, like it's mind-boggling. Genuinely speaking, I don't think. I feel like if it also comes back to my values as a human being. I don't like swearing at all. So, and especially when it comes down to, you know, when you swear using such instruments, I don't like it. The piece of furniture that hangs between your legs is very precious. It brings life. It possesses life, and it's in the spiritual realm. It can create worship with you and your significant other, and for someone to swear you with that, I mean, it. But you think they're gonna maybe make him pay some fines? But I'm sure he's gonna lose. I genuinely think he has to pay.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Like people who really support.
He said far worse
things.
You know, he said like far foul things than the statement. It's just this one got more traction because it seems like it's personal. You know. I don't think he's gonna lose views. Instead, it's probably gonna skyrocket because it's something that's gonna keep viewers wanting to come back and like get more gist. Oh, how did this go? How did that go? So
I just want to lose this. Hey man, are you okay?
No man, I don't care. I don't care. Honestly, I just think he's not a fan of women.
But he's married.
No, he's not a fan of women.
No, I think he's not a fan of the fact that. I don't think Joe. Okay, maybe now maybe he can get baddies. Yeah, but I don't think back then he could. I don't think so.
But if you were a baddie and you saw him like in public, would you?
I mean, that's Mac, man.
I mean, patrioticity breeds all of these behaviors, don't you think?
What?
Patrioticity breeds all of these behaviors, and men in general. Let's open the umbrella.
Yeah. Okay.
And men in general, just reducing females out there.
It's just
I genuinely don't like that.
Personally, I feel it comes when
women are
when women don't meet like the societal standards that men put for them. So it's almost as if it's you're offending the male species when you don't meet the standards that they
feel emasculated.
You know?
So what standards do we set?
Huh?
What standards do we set?
Unrealistic ones.
Like you guys want a baddie, but you still want the baddie to be well inclined with, you know, whatever you want her. Like you want her to be a baddie, but you want her to be submissive. But you're not a provider enough. You know, like there's so many contradicting things. Really, I'm telling you. I think his problem with Minnie Lani in particular, do I want to say this, is that, let me see.
Would you go there if they like called you up for
Parliament?
No, like just like we just wanna chill today. Like at the podcast, would you go and just?
I don't think so. I don't support like a lot of views that they have. I don't honestly.
The ideologies and stuff.
Yes, and I don't watch enough of like the podcast to be like, oh, I'd actually go be haha geeky or thing. So sorry.
Me, because I watch it.
And no offense.
Hey, dude, that's you.
Hey, bro, I'm offended.
No offense
you
to
guys
people who watch
below.
it. I mean,
no, a big offense to people who watch it actually, because that podcast drives like, it's Guys, that podcast does nothing.
But like there is some, bro.
Like there's those days.
Yes, bro. Like they say some, or like they have some dopest conversations, and I'm just like, wow, bro, this is mind blowing.
But I feel like.
But even when those dope conversations are had, who are those conversations driven by?
Mr. Penduka.
Yeah, that's where I was getting.
Mr. Penduka.
That's where I was getting. I live to watch that podcast and oh god, I'm thinking this cap. Jesus. Anyways, as this. To me now, when I watch that podcast, I usually want to get into Soap and Penduka's pants. That's what fascinates me. Personally, when I watch that show, I'm there to consume the laughter, the energy that they transfer to you, and the vibe. So
okay,
let's judge.
Yeah, I mean, as much as we are all human, at the end of the day, we make mistakes, we do whatever things. But yeah, not to come across as a bitch, but like, yeah, we are human at the end of the day, guys. We shouldn't. Yes, we should hold people accountable for what they say out there, because it might offend the next person, and you don't know where that person comes from, their background, how they've built themselves from the ground up. I mean, Minnie Lamini, she has fought a lot of battles, and for her to face this, I feel like it can easily be water under the bridge, but at this day and age, it's very offensive, it's very rude, especially for people who are well educated about misogyny, patriarchy,
not even people who are
and
well
stuff
educated,
like that.
people who should be well educated since they are in the media space.
But now, where I'm coming from with that is a matter of like we have spread. We have spread awareness about like GPV and all of these things and feminism and stuff like that. So I feel like it all comes down to ignorance. When you choose to troll a female or a JA,
you think maybe he's like because of the fans he has, the views he has, the money he's making.
The money he's making, it's the money.
Cares about the fans, eh?
Nah, I think he does.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, because he does his own thing.
Yeah,
like
he does his own thing, and the fans love him for that.
That you understand, for just being you.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't think he becomes too mindful of what are people gonna say whatsoever. Like he does, and he laughs. He laughs, and his jokes, he will laugh. And then you see Soap and Penduka catching a pun or saying a pun.
So save the day.
Yeah. And I feel like above all, I feel like Soap and Penduka saves the
podcast.
Yeah, saves the podcast and neutralizes and builds context and understanding to what MacG might try and lack to articulate. Might be lacking to articulate. So Penduka usually has a great way of articulating things and making a point come across, but not being offensive. Yeah, it lands, but it doesn't become offensive.
Yeah,
it becomes it's just he takes a different, not different, but a strong approach to it. But yet being respectful, about people's boundaries and stuff.
Okay, I wouldn't know. I don't watch the podcast enough to comment.
What do you want? Do you want baddies?
No, not even. Hey, the podcasts I watch are very. You learn something from
my hair.
Shoot my cap.
Shoot my cap.
Yeah, but like Thought Digest is up there. I don't watch local podcasts.
Yeah.
So no, but like it's just a handful of podcasts that I watch because I feel like I don't want to say I don't want to generalize it, but local podcasts speak about the same thing over and over again, and it's like, are we really doing this to learn from each other or to just get like an audience, money or benefit something in a monetary way? I don't watch podcasts who who don't care about the viewers.
Or who are not mindful of the viewers.
Yes.
And what message are they?
Try, guys, you grow. I'm
trying. But I feel like
this
is what you're saying. That's a very valid point. I like it so much. But now, if you were to look at it at this day and age, what booms the most and what keeps the ball rolling, we have lost the truth, but instead we are spreading the
controversy
lies.
Brings a lot of money, a lot of views.
Exactly.
Because people like dwelling
and
on
also trolling, negativity in general. Just it just brings in a lot of money and stuff like that. But in the long run, I don't think, for longevity's sake, I don't think it does justice to your psychological and mental well-being. So I don't think that's the route.
How people view you as a whole. Like once people surround you with negative thoughts and they don't like you. They just
and also bringing down other people to make yourself feel better and big. And it just doesn't make sense. But it's sad that in this day and age, that's what exactly to put bread on the table, that's what you need to do, sadly. But overall, I don't think, Masako, if you were to go open your own podcast and then you start speaking positive stuff, it
wouldn't make as much traction.
Yes, it wouldn't gain as much as traction as compared to.
Why are you going and making another
podcast? It was just an example, darling.
She signed the contract. She signed
a release form.
She knows she signed.
I understand.
But speaking about apparently, allegedly, about contracts. There's I don't want to mess with big names. Allegedly,
in my own opinion.
But I feel like it's out there now. Yeah. So like, apparently, Lasizwe is.
Oh my God.
Feel the people in.
I don't want to mess with big names. I don't want to be trying to God like G now. Me, I don't have money. Exactly.
No,
how you doing? I don't want to be. Yeah. So allegedly, Lasizwe crossed some boundaries, some contract agreement boundaries. Some rights were violated by someone that he had not him specifically, but like Ulungile, his brother, had went to do you know Orchid Dates, Moss? Yes. So this person, can I say person? Can I keep it as person? Because I feel like I don't wanna.
Okay. Do what makes you
This person is very powerful.
Do what makes
and
you
the viewers know.
The minister.
No, but like he's on TikTok.
Do what makes you comfortable.
This person identifies as someone who's non-binary. So can I just use the pronoun he firstly? I know when I'm gonna get sued, I know.
Good to
yeah, I need to first say the pronouns.
Is it he person, or they?
It's a he.
Non-binary.
It's a he. But they identify as a non-binary, and so they are. I can't say they are transitioning as well.
Okay, we don't know that yet.
Yeah, but they're taking hormonal pills. They're on hormonal therapy and stuff. So that person who identifies as non-binary went on awkward dates with Ulungile, Lasizwe's brother, and he
Dominic.
But
we must know,
okay. So. Allegedly, a contract between Lasizwe and Dominic was breached, right?
Yes.
By Lasizwe.
Yes. Okay. Because they're going to they were moving to TV, right? Podcasts and everything. They're moving to TV now. So apparently, so can I just say the word? Dominic Zata had signed an agreement to say that I would you guys own my right to use whatever we are going to shoot right now for any social media platform, meaning TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, you name it all. So now, because Lasizwe is Awkward Dates is moving and production team is moving to DSTV, Dominic Zata had written an addendum on the contract.
What a word.
And so Dominic Zata had written an addendum next to that statement that says the Awkward Dates production team own rights for him for their work that is being shooted to be used on all social media platforms. So that addendum was ignored or
taken
exactly. So now when Dominic Zata approached the production team and also Lasizwe,
so it was her episode.
His episode. Yes.
Let me take it back.
Non-binary. Dominic's episode was premiered on TV. It was the first show.
So we can't use the pronouns they and their if they're non-binary.
I genuinely don't know because it's not
into
black.
I think it's they there. Guys, we have internet. We can
I said that.
So let's share.
So Dom's episode was the first one.
Yes, it was the first one because of the viewership. And the attraction that they were gonna gain, they used his show.
Didn't they gotta pay?
They them show Dominic Zata's show.
So
I don't know about suing, but I think he wants compensation, the royalties or whatever.
No, he must get
capital or money for that.
No, he should
because he further on mentioned they them. Dominic Zata further on mentioned. I'm not gonna say this verbatim. Allegedly, he mentioned that in an ad on TV
accumulates a million.
Yeah, accumulates $1 million.
Okay, so to put this in a simpler box, right?
Please do.
Okay. No, friend, I have to so that it's proper because it feels like we're just going around in circles, right?
So I get it.
No, Fred, I don't think you get it because you already made your judgment. You're like, they must pay, right?
They must pay.
So I want you to understand because we can't be biased, right?
Yes,
we can't be biased. We have to be
open-minded into understanding what happens with the Lasizwe production team.
Okay. Yes. So this is what happened, right?
We've already gotten the story from Dominic Zata.
So you guys know open chats. No, not open chats. Awkward dates, right?
Awkward dates. Mm-hmm.
So, Dominic and Lungile, Lasizwe's brother, had a date on open chats, awkward dates.
Okay.
But there was an alleged breach within the contract that Dominic signed from Lasizwe or Lasizwe's production team, right? And if like you're saying that there was an addendum that was
Dominic Zata made an addendum to the contract.
If you think there's an addendum that was ignored prior to them shooting the video, right? It's not I don't think it's entirely up to Lasizwe's production team to bring that forth because two parties are signing the contract, right?
Yes.
It's him and Lasizwe, right?
Well, we're not so sure. It would be a speculation that the production team signs, maybe also Lasizwe.
Also, we do not know.
The
as it is, we don't know what the contract entails. So we can't for sure say that there actually was an addendum that was added in the contract. The only thing
I don't think he would be fighting if there wasn't an addendum, don't you think? He wouldn't be wanting money because he says that he went there for fun and you don't get paid, right, to be on awkward dates. So he was
really
allegedly.
But as you're saying, he was there for fun, but he's now fighting for money
because of the violated addendum. The rights, his rights are being owned by the production team. He agreed to that. The rights are being owned for each if they're using the videos and the whatever they shoot on social media platforms only.
Look,
but should it be out of social media, then that's a different story.
Okay, like I'm saying,
that means the production team crossed boundaries.
Okay, just for the safety of our podcast, we don't know the content that contract.
Yeah.
But now what I can say from like an outside point of view, if a contract says the rights are only to be on YouTube, any other social media, except for. But can we argue that TV is like a social media platform?
No,
we can't. Okay,
it's media. It's not social media.
If that is in the contract, then young D. If that is in the contract, then indeed Lasizwe has allegedly breached the contract. But if it's not, he's Dominic. Okay, sorry for saying he. Dominic signed the contract. He knew what he was signing. Well, they knew what they were signing.
For sure,
you know,
Dominic Lekgetho is a very powerful human being.
Powerful in what way? Like this, I think power is subjective to so many different people. I don't know if he's powerful. If they are powerful,
it is.
But yes, if the contract was breached, bataleni.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, hey man. Sorry.
Nah, but if it really was true, they gotta pay.
Yeah, because I don't think I don't think Dominic Lekgetho wants to take the legal route. I don't know if.
I think also that the other thing that's fueling this thing is that Lasizwe's production team is allegedly ignoring Dominic.
Not even just the production team, but Dominic tried to reach out to Lasizwe, and Lasizwe has been ignoring.
Like personally,
texting, email, or whatever. I'm not so sure about that.
Sucks.
But Lasizwe is allegedly ignoring. And when Dominic Lekgetho came forward about this, also other people now were like, "Oh, Kanti nawe, Nati."
Who else?
I don't know. He didn't mention, and I don't know
crazy.
Who else. And I feel like they are. Not Dominic could bring it today, but I feel like the ones who are being violated, they are trying to keep it under carpet as much as possible to protect Lasizwe and his branding.
Not only his branding. Remember some of the people that Lasizwe has called on the show. He's had like quite a good relationship.
Exactly.
Also to protect the relationship. And I don't think Lasizwe meant for it to get to a point where it's coming to legal.
He never knew that it would go to even like TV. It would make it to TV. So going back to the drawing board and trying to scratch out a few things or implement, not scratch out, but implement other rights and or whatsoever. I think that's what he needs to go. That's what's happening at the moment with the production team and stuff like that, with the restructuring. I feel like that's why he's not even responding to this entire thing or trying to explain himself or defend himself, because he knows he's innocent, but there was somewhere in jail corner.
Amen.
Must just cover it,
but shoot my cap.
But then I would think if indeed there was a breach in the contract.
Shoot my hair.
If there was indeed a breach in the contract, Lasizwe of all people is an influencer.
True.
Is someone who makes their money,
revenue,
from social media platforms. I don't know any other.
Yes.
So I think he
YouTube.
should understand where Dominic is coming from, at least if there is that breach in the contract.
But now that the ignorance part is where I'm failing to understand. That means there's some sort of mischievous act happening.
But also
behind
maybe the thing
closed
of
doors
protecting himself as well, because anything he says now can also be
used against him.
The process.
Exactly.
Kuningi.
There you go.
Anyways, guys. Hey, that's crazy, man.
Shoot my hair, guys. Shoot my cap. Shoot everything off mine.
Nothing.
Can I?
Before
Okay, can I stream this?
No, you can.
Or are you gonna?
No, you can.
Okay. The reason I'm saying shoot my guys, don't you know Goitse Mang?
Goitse?
Yes.
The guy who was...
Wanyana, I know.
Nah, I thought when you said Goitse, I thought you were saying that guy who dated... Who's this? Monaka.
Goitse Mang, who is that?
Goitse Mang, shoot my... Oh, guys. Okay, let me just read this. Maybe the viewers know who Goitse Mang is. I'm pretty sure there's someone there. Okay, so Goitse Mang, who has gotten the entire country in a chokehold in his supposedly called diary sessions, where different people who have had a misfortune in navigating their love life and coming forward anonymously to share their story. These tales focus on experiences on revenge and coming back and claiming back your throne and fixing your vengeance crown. So the reason I'm saying shoot my hair. So this is like it's his opening lines.
Oh.
Yes. So it's your shoot my hair. What? So these people next, so they come to so they share the story to him anonymously, and then he reads, and then he goes out and shares the story with the viewer.
Oh!
Yes,
I don't know why I don't.
Another day, another yes. Goitse Mang. Ngwanyana wa no, ngwanyana wa technology, ngwanyana wa bona. That's what he does.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So he's got everyone. It's a movement. I feel like above all, it's like people, and a lot of people are even learning from these revenge stories now, and they're also implementing. I mean, you find crazy stories like people who leave their significant others at somewhere overseas in a hotel naked, and then they come back with their passport, everything, and their belongings. Exactly. So
but
those
also, I
revenge
think
stories,
it's giving
like,
a voice to people who don't have
who don't even know that much.
Yeah. I feel like it's a movement, and I don't want to lie. I'm there to indulge.
You know what,
and I'm not saying whatever they are doing, the revenges are.
No, you're not promoting the revenge.
Yeah,
you're just
I'm
promoting
not.
his movement.
Yes,
and how he's sharing the story.
Yes, the creativity that comes with addressing the stories and sharing them to the next viewer, to Umaseho, Unkosana.
Okay, but like, to be fair, don't you guys like? Would you guys revenge? Would you guys revenge?
Revenge.
Like,
I would.
No,
but I feel like revenge and vengeance is for God. So
I get
if you can see that some things are out of your will, out of your power, and
out of your control.
Exactly.
You must just let it be.
Yeah, you should just let it be.
Let it be.
It's okay. Speaking like from a spiritual perspective, give it all to God. And then sometimes it's a learning curve. It's not for you to go back and rob your old house.
No. But then revenge can also be like a learning curve for
the person who wronged you.
Yes.
Wow.
Learning. You get.
It can be.
So I believe.
Wow. It can be, but it's not yet their time to learn.
Because no. I believe fully, and some of the stories when I listen to them, I'm like, oh my gosh, he actually deserved this.
Yeah. I mean, for what he has done, and it's mostly females who come.
Because believe it or not, people.
I mean, we always catch you guys.
I want to how do I say this?
So what if
people are old enough to know how badly they are doing to you? When someone wrongs you, they know exactly what they're doing to you. So don't think twice.
Don't.
People know when they do.
But as you say that you always catch guys cheating.
No.
No, we say it in general.
I was like, damn.
Are you
okay? Like, what do you go through?
No. I'm saying like innocent or like you're saying guys get caught cheating.
Yes. That's so. Askis.
Okay.
So you're saying guys always get caught cheating. What if it's in a case where like this guy is not cheating, but then you always thinking, maybe I fair,
but for as long as you don't have the proof, you haven't seen any
But what if you
For as long as you are
you
still-
leave that room, this guy
He might or he is definite. For as long as there's you haven't, I don't know. Can a female speak on this one? But, okay, can I start
give
and
us your
finish?
point of view,
And then
give us your point of view.
at least so that it comes from the horse's mouth of a female. Oh, not that your horse. But anyways, yes, I'd say. I lost my train of thoughts. Can you continue? Then I'll come back.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I want to start this with saying, guys, no? The other gender has a way of like being so mischievous and so keeping you out of the loop, thinking that you're going to, like, you guys don't speak about your feelings, like, babe, I'm feeling like this. Like, we have to get it out of you. It's almost as if when men or when boys get into a relationship with women, they expecting a mother and not a girlfriend out of the girl. You get? So it's exhausting having to baby a guy who's supposed to be your protector and your place of insecurity. So the minute we think that you're cheating is because you're not communicating enough, you're not reassuring enough, you're not doing the role that you're not playing the role that you're supposed to play as a boyfriend and as someone who's supposed to be my protector. So you are in the wrong.
So what if you are expecting a father instead of a boyfriend?
Then that's
trust me,
different.
as a
That's
girl,
different.
like, ladies, no one will never cheat. Nobody in this world will ever cheat you with love like your dad.
That's different, but remember, like, we live. I was gonna say something so horrible.
I wish.
So that we can write somewhere.
No, we keep it.
Yo, guys. Wait, let me say this like in private. I was gonna say.
No.
So now I was gonna say that.
You're good. No.
Because I was gonna add value to, like, a bit of value, but it's, it's not the.
You
get? I was gonna go.
Damn. You should have went it.
I can't.
It's okay. True. No, it's okay. We'll move forward.
But my point is, okay, never mind the whole revenge thing. A relationship is a two-way street.
True.
If you're not doing enough on your side, you can't expect the other person to be doing enough. You can't pour on your from an empty cup, basically. You can't expect more when you're giving this. You can't expect less when you're giving more.
No, true.
Same thing.
No, I agree with you.
And I cannot echo her words enough. I feel like that you placed it very well. And just to stipulate, to extract from your what you're saying. Can I ask, friend, do you date last bonds? And are you a first daughter? Maybe that's why.
I'm not a firstborn.
Because also that comes into play when you are being in a romantic relationship with someone.
Nah, I think you're
being a firstborn and a middle child.
We don't. Remember, let me make an example for you. This is something that I don't know if I'm gonna say it properly, but this is something my mother would say, right?
Thank you, Mamza.
My mother is
Mrs. Siller.
My mother is the firstborn, right? And she's not dating. She's not married. Woo! Papa, come on.
Allegedly, they are not married.
They are married, man. Sorry, but she's not married to someone who is not a firstborn. But when growing up, the difficulty she's faced as a firstborn, he can never understand because he didn't go through those difficulties as a firstborn, because he's had someone to care for, like he's been under someone's wing. She's had to be like the wing for her siblings, but he's been in
so he was a middle child or what?
No,
he was a firstborn, but things were smooth.
Guys, go high, go. My dad's side, they 8.
Okay, so your dad is number what?
No, I think he's number 4, I think.
Oh, he's a middle child.
Basically.
Okay.
So he's not like the firstborn. So obviously, maturity comes into play when you're dating someone who's experienced more than you have, or you have a say on. You don't see things the same way. Like I could be a firstborn and I have like motherly instincts, but because you're lastborn, you're spoiled brat.
Exactly.
You're gonna want me with motherly instincts to mother you.
Exactly.
A relationship like that, I don't think will ever work.
Yeah.
Dating, if you're a guy and you are the lastborn and the female you're dating is a firstborn, the relationship I don't think would ever work because.
So lastborn girls are no go. No way.
No,
so
lastborn girls
are good. Like I'm just saying for maturity or levels, like you know, if I'm saying from the female's perspective, if the female is a firstborn and you're the last one as a guy, it's not gonna balance. It's better if it's the other way. It's better.
So what if they both firstborns?
Then you at least you can meet each other halfway. But it comes into play, honestly. I think it really does matter. That's a good point to bring up. I think it does matter.
Yeah, because age and all of these things they play a very huge role.
If like it's a firstborn girl, she's the one who would cook more. She's the one who would know how to take care of a household.
That's why it's mama cool. Like a firstborn. Like for me, my sister, she's someone I could easily say, oh, can I please have money? I'm doing this. Like she's someone who's going to, you know, like firstborns are people who ground you and hold you accountable, essentially.
Yes.
You know, when you're the middle child, everything is.
And that's why sometimes
now we see you.
And that's why these days, even our parents don't complain to their firstborn that
So to answer your question, no, I would never date a lastborn. I don't think I've dated.
Do you think maybe you've dated a lastborn by mistake? Or
I've never. I've only, surprisingly, I've been in relations with firstborns or second, never lastborn.
I wonder if you still don't like your brother.
I feel like
damn.
I'm still wondering.
Okay, no, but would you though? Like, do you get the point? Are you dating a firstborn or a lastborn?
No, she's a firstborn.
Oh, the pressure.
No, it's not, bro. She's really mother-loving type of a person.
Do you feel mothered in your relationship?
Then. Because she does shout at me, she does say my flops. I like that. You know, it's not about the communication, but she introduces the transparency to me.
And being held accountable, how does it feel?
Joe.
Something
and taking pride in that as well. And then you know what? I actually messed up.
Yeah.
And thank you for pointing that out to you.
Sometimes she puts me in the dog house, you know.
Oh shit! Right, no, dog house.
That's good.
Yeah, like
age.
No, like puts me in the dog house. No, like in a sense of it's like I'm gonna phone Kulman.
Oh, but like usually married people they say exactly. So that's how you two men
No. But then she uses good quality.
But that's good. Being in a relationship where you're being held accountable, I like that.
Saying your wrongs.
That's how a relationship works.
Skis.
Oh.
Some tall.
Okay.
Now, my people, that's Berlin. Everybody fine? Oh, we're not closing.
We're like.
No.
Okay, wait. Let's check.